Hi, Stephen Oliver here, CEO of National Association of Professional Martial Artists. All of our hearts go out to the devastation that's recently happened in Japan. An unprecedented earthquake combined with a devastating tsunami combined with horrific nuclear accidents have left thousands dead, many thousands in addition to that displaced. A horrendous toll. Estimates range in the range of 268 billion or even more to rebuild, and endless lives that have been disrupted, devastated, or lost. As martial artists, we feel a special affinity to Japan, especially given that it's the root or the origin of many of our styles. I'd like to invite you to join me in a massive fundraising effort from the martial arts community to help the devastation in Japan. We have joined with World Vision, which is already on the ground in Japan, was on the ground there at the immediate aftermath, the immediate needs for the Japanese people. I've worked with World Vision, NAPMA's worked with World Vision in the past, and we've done much research. And there are a few charities that are working in Japan that truly have a high percentage of the revenue that they generate go directly to the source, directly to the need. That it's not tied up in expensive executive salaries, not tied up into fundraising, not tied up in other administrative overhead. Why you should be concerned about this is several things. Obviously, as a martial arts school owner, you want to be and be seen as a pillar in your community. One of the ways to do that is to be actively engaged in community service activities at home, in your immediate area, with immediate need in your community, and with major projects of international import, such as the devastation in Japan. Number two is, as martial artists, we have a need and a desire to truly develop what we promise our students, and one of those things I know is self-confidence and self-esteem. And being in charitable activities for over 40 years, I have found that the number one way to truly develop self-esteem in your students is through community service. And in fact, if you can instill in your students the willingness, desire, and enthusiasm to do for other people with no expectation of anything in return for themselves, to truly, through heartfelt effort, to contribute to others, not so much in writing a check, although that's useful, or giving us a credit card, to make a donation to World Vision or to Red Cross or one of the other worthwhile charities, but to truly put effort in and truly feel the outcome is the best way that I've ever found to truly develop a high level of self-esteem, a true level of self-confidence and self-efficacy, and a sincere underlying character that is the foundation of black belt excellence. Number three is, over many years I've worked with many other of the top martial arts school operators around the country, and have developed tie-ins with many charities, from Project Concern International from many years ago, to Chuck Norris's Kick Drugs Out of America, or now Kickstart, through World Vision and other well-respected charities. We've developed a system that we're now going to pull out in full force for Japan, which is a marvelous way that you can introduce the benefits of martial arts, and specifically the benefit of your school, to as many as 100, 150, 200 people, really to get exposure for your school in front of thousands of people. Number two is, we have a plan together that can make the next 60 days, the next 90 days, your all-time record new enrollment months. And one of the things that I'm personally committed to is growing the martial arts industry for quality schools, which I certainly consider all of our member schools to be, and to make sure that we're exposing the true benefits of martial arts, not fighting and violence, but confidence building and self-esteem, character development, and positive community service. We're really extending that throughout the community and throughout the world. So what I'd like you to do is join us. NAPNA is committed to donating 100% of the initial enrollment fee to be a member to World Vision. And we're going to contribute for each credit card that's given to us for $397, We're going to give 2 months, not 1 month membership for that, but we're also going to make sure that you get far in excess of that in terms of value for not only tools and techniques and strategies for growing your school on an ongoing basis, but also a package of information and a package of tools and a package of charitable support materials that we're hoping, I'm hoping, will help your school raise $5,000 to $10,000 for the relief efforts. My mission, my personal mission, our organizational mission is for the martial arts community to pull together and for us to raise $2 million or more for the relief efforts in Japan. And if each school can just have 100 people contributing $49 a piece, we'll do that. Number two is our objective. I want to personally write a check from NAPNA to World Vision for relief efforts in Japan for $80,000. So I'm hoping that not only our existing huge base of member schools, but at least a couple of hundred schools in addition in the industry will join us in this effort and come new in and participate in our activities. That'll let me personally write a check for $80,000 to help the support efforts. And I'm hoping that you and all of our member schools will jump in and contribute. One, have your record ever next 6 weeks of new enrollments. Number two is let's truly get our students involved in this community service activity. Three is let's make sure we really raise some resources and make a phenomenal effort to help the Japanese people that are in need and to give respect back to one of the hubs and one of the points of origin of many of our arts. Thank you very much. I hope you'll help.